Hello everyone, this is MaffumanCasting of the StarCraft Starval. We got a 6-on-6 shipbuilding action game starring Captain Sleaze. Captain Sleaze starts off with 1.81 speed and the EMP Shockwave. We got Skull's EP coming on in, he's a frigate. We'll see what he gets. Oh, missiles, obviously, that makes some sense. We got Dagoff coming in, a little bit of speed, Needle Spines, Broodling Strikes, and the power of the Brood War. Let's see what else we got. 1, 2, 3... for the blue side. Wait a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a 5 versus 5, actually. This is a 5 versus 5 game right now. You know, you can either play with a 6-on-6 or 5-on-5, and it still counts as a ranked match. Xerxes X coming on in with his 1.51 speed as well as some antimatter missiles. Ooh, beautiful plague from Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan got you know, both Dagoff and Skull's EP. Obi-Wan coming on in obviously has that plague. And when you have a plague, you pretty much only have like a little bit of money left over. You put that into needles. Has to be for 2 Void Rays from the red side of their 5 ships. 2 of them are Void Rays. We got White Wolf coming on in, more damage and more like, you know, base stats versus Shelf, who came in with that blade. Kind of a preferential thing. Blade will certainly help you, you know, jump away from combat should you ever find yourself in it. But, you know, you're doing a little bit less damage to the capital ships and stuff like that. Hanslandia, the, you know, frigate coming on in, trying to stay within the gas, sort of like exchanging fire with Skull's VP. We got Agamemnus. Agamemnus was the DC who was hanging out back there before. 1.61 speed, he's got his longbow, this is at 9 range, which is actually great. And he's using that to kind of stay away from that beautiful plague on Skull's EP. Even though he's getting healed by his Captain Sleaze, Captain Sleaze can only transfer his shields to Skull's EP's shields. And plague goes right through the shields. So, Skull's EP, try to do some damage. They, Xerxes X is in the gas, but there's enough little fighters in there that they actually do have vision. When you don't have fighters, you actually can block vision and get a couple extra shots off him. There, that thing. We got a Reap coming around the side. Reap coming on in. 1.4. Oh no, Reap unupgraded, and not moving very much. If the blue side coalesces around them, they could find a way to kill them, and it pretty much is a guarantee that they will at this point. Reap is going to get hurt. Obi-Wan, you know, staying around doing that, and oh, it's the humanity. It's over. Even if he tries to run away, he's pretty slow. So you do really want to upgrade and stuff like that. There used to be like a score screen that said, like, you know, choose BC if you're new. It used to be kind of conventional logic that you get a 2 speed at least. But yeah, one of the main things is, you know, you get a 1 life and no margin for error. Skull's EP kind of came back in 1.82 speed now. He's got that warp, obviously, and 4 laser batteries. Now, if he decides to move, he's actually pretty quick, 1.82 speed, but it does take a little more time to get up there. White Wolf, going on the side now, 2 Void Rays. They obviously can do damage to ships that are like not moving or out of position, it seems like they are trying to do that. However, they're not going to be able to really like go toe-to-toe with a capital ship for very long. They do damage, they're great at picking things off, they're not great at stand-up fights. Xerxes actually has a Thermal Lance. Wants to use that against whoever he possibly can. Use it against some farm ships. It's fine. You know, you kill a little farm ships, you get a little bit extra money. You know, more than likely won't kill somebody unless Agamemnus is out of position. You could, no, that's a very low speed chase. 1.61 speed, but also 1.61 speed. So right now they're in the range, and right now he could do some stuff. But it looks like the rest of the blue side is around him. So like, even though he got a shot off, could have gotten another maybe shot off. You know, it's not going to make or break in the very beginning, unless you're really committed to it. Lol Siphon, says Dagoff, but you know, it's not a bad idea. It's basically just, you know, I got a Plague ability and I got a Siphon ability. I'm going to want those abilities in the future, but right now he only has 425 energy, and, you know, he's got a basically farming ability. 425 energy is actually not that much, and even though you want to get those 2 abilities, it is a question of timing versus, you know, how much energy you're putting, how much money you're putting into these 2 fancy abilities. You're not putting into base stats as much. However, I mean, it's not like you're going to get like massive bio missiles. Ooh, beautiful plague on the. Does that hit Dagoff? Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. Shelf kind of staying in this little area. Now, this is where you want to farm, but the Little Tempests were spawned at the house, and they are also in that area, so they were doing some damage. Agamemnus is nuke ready. What? Oh no, nuke coming on in. Nuke. Oh. Nuke got stopped by Obi-Wan because he used Siphon Energy, which we just learned at earlier. It drained just enough energy that in the little, like, couple seconds of delay, I guess 2 seconds of delay to use it, he didn't have the 200 energy to do so. So it looks like, you know, now the blue side's kind of at base. One player down. Also, the Sky Furies from the red side are going to add a little bit of extra damage in this area. Will they kill somebody? Probably not. But, you know, it is a little bit extra, like, focus of the team in this area. Just stay around a little bit longer. EMP beautiful from Captain Sleaze coming on in. Hits a Shelf right there. Shelf can't use his blink if he ain't got no energy. So Captain Sleaze is going to go all around. He's got 1.91 speed, so he can definitely chase people. First lasers, farming, and as long as Dagoth doesn't die in the very beginning as well, beautiful Plague, and missiles. Now that combination is going to keep on pushing down. We're going to have to watch the combat, but we're going to keep an eye on the Guardian right now. White Wolf taken out. When did we miss that? How did we miss White Wolf? How did we miss White Wolf being taken out? This Skullsy People might be taken out as well. While that's happening, and the nuke is now coming in and being launched at Xerxes X. He won't kill him because he got Agamemnus doing as much damage to Obi-Wan as possible and scaring off the rest of the team. We got Skull ZP limping back to base. We got the Guardian already had limped to base, and the blue side picks up a player. So now it's a 4 versus 4. I wanted to say 5 versus 5, but it's not. A 4 versus 4 with a tank on the from the Colossus. We got a far distance damage dealer from the Hauslandia. We got a pointy board ray and a mage for the Overlord on the red side. On the blue side, we got a, I was going to say a healer. He has abilities. You can call him a mage as well. Beautiful EMP from Captain Sleaze. We got Agamemnus, who is a kind of like rounded ship. You know, does missiles, can get some cool abilities. Got the nuke, obviously. Skull ZP, far distant damage dealer, and far damage dealer who actually can't be healed by the healer. So you know, there's that. So it's sort of a little bit of a different team composition. Differences: the board ray is great for like picking off weak ships while handling sustained fights, versus more far damage dealer. Agamemnus taking a whole bunch of damage with his nuke, not quite ready. And the you know, it would be fine to die if you had a buddy near you. Captain Sleaze is going to say, "Oh wait, I'm that buddy. There I am." EMP, beautiful. Xerxes X can't use his abilities if he ain't got no energy either. And that's really coming down to it. Is you know, the energy war is on and popping. We got an EMP shockwave from Captain Sleaze, and we have Obi-Wan's you know, siphon energy as well. So it's kind of just who can come down to doing what. Now there is area of effect with the EMP shockwave, draining 200 energy and doing some shield damage, versus drains up to 300 energy over 10 seconds, and the Overlord gets some of that energy. But it's only, you know, it's only against one target. You could get lucky and EMP if you ever got it. Move with feet and feel united and run away against Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan going into the jaws of death, going into what it should be safe with the shield, with the gas, but oh, it's not. Nuke hitting everybody, but also taking out Captain Sleaze. Well, not really taking him out, but you know, kind of like causing him to be in the blackout as well. But hey, you know, you did technically kill somebody, and that is also good. So that's a 3 versus 3 with no healer. We got you know, the blue side kind of like seeing how long they can stay. Not for very long. They are still hurt. They don't want to stay at the base forever. The red side was able to heal up a bit, so they cloak. Now that's interesting. The red side was able to heal up a bit, so even though there's less of them, they're generally healthier. Although the blue side isn't too good either. EMP though is gonna make a difference. Shelf, you are gonna have to hide yourself, yeah, with cloak or something like that, because with you know, with certain areas of drains, you couldn't actually do very much. Dagoth saying, "I'll get Dark Storm." It's a good ability. Great ability in general. Invulnerability shield from the Colossus right there, Xerxes X. He's going to try to dive in as much as possible. He's drained energy. He's got like anti-matter missiles at OP damage, but he couldn't quite come in and take out the entirety of the team. He could certainly take it though for a little bit. Shelf, he has to blink on that. Right in here is like the cloaking range of, or the detecting range of the Warp Prism, as well as very soon the Mothership as well. So now they're just pulling back, doing some damage. Captain Sleeves, triple EMP, area of effect. On Zealandia, you know, trying to stay by the people, maybe trying to do like a little extra damage with the EMP. Zealandia has quick reload. It's not actually a very energy intensive ability, but you know, if you have no energy, then not needing very much energy is more than the 0 that you have. So, you know, we got Dagoff moving in. Dagoff decided to go for that Dark Swarm. Let's see. And now the red side is kind of retreating all together now. We got Shelf sort of having to like do that Michael Jackson moonwalk because he wants to use his prismatic beam. He has to face towards them to use it, otherwise he's going to revert back to his phase disruptors, which are only at 6 range instead of the 8. You can't upgrade the range on either. So you know, he has to kind of like turn, shoot, hold position, turn, shoot, hold position. Blue side getting into the gas, and in the gas they really can't be seen as much. Agamemnus using Scare Sweep. There's nothing like a cloaked board ray. I mean, there is a cloaked board ray, but it's not being cloaked right now. He was just trying to see where they are on the radar. Are there any fancy, you know, warp things or anything like that? The answer was no. Ooh, beautiful blink away from the EMP from the Captain Sleeves. We got Shelf trying to find the area where he can be effective, but with Dagoff's range 10 and 15, you know, he really just is always going to be able to have to take damage. So he has to pretty much use like blink to get close or rope to get close. Xerxes X. Ooh, EMP was less effective because I think he did hit the involvement shield just at the right time. And Dagoff can actually take a whole bunch of damage right now. If the Colossus was doing it right, I think the ice skating physics is going to work against him right now. 1 or 2 more shots could possibly take off Dagoff. And really continue to go, We got a Colossus. Ooh, the nuke. What's it a nuke? No, it was a blackout. It was a blackout against Xerxes X. There's the nuke. There's the nuke that's chasing him. Will it be able to kill him? Probably not, but it will take out most of his shield, doing 6,000 damage when he had about 7,000 shields. Nope, it timed out. It chases for about 15 seconds. Yeah. It does 6,000 damage, but you know, it only goes at 1.81 speed. So if you're a little bit far when you start, it's you know, not very easy to catch him. Plus, he's at 1.82 speed, so that's about even right there. And Xerxes X probably could push, but it's one of the situations where like he can push right now because he's the tank, but you know, if he overextends, he could also die. Xerxes X pushing up. The entire blue side's around where Agamemnus is, and Agamemnus is being killed. Captain Sleeves recharging his shield as much as possible, and it looks like the blue side was able to push. If Xerxes X maybe like thermal last a little bit more if he wasn't EMP'd, or try to target his missiles, but it's really hard to do because it's kind of like the water buffalo effect here. If you circle around your enemies, the missiles will kind of auto-target the closest person. It also ranks who they're going to shoot with lasers and stuff like that. So going around your teammates actually will save them in general. Even if it's not a perfect system, you will draw some fire pretty easily. It's possible to target. It's just not as easy as it, you know, I guess could be. Agamemnus using that Scare Sweep again, just trying to make sure he knows where these 3 people are at all times. Shelf wants to do damage, can do 85 at 0.29, but he also has to get close to do it, and that's where just put him in the range of Agamemnus' missiles at 9, and 9 is always going to be bigger than 8. We got Xerxes X again. If he just pushes with the ice skating physics, push him away, and he doesn't want to chase too far by himself. Dagoff trying to push up. Dagoff, you know, can't be healed because the Captain Sleeves is a shield transferring at 140, but that was a quick little warp. But you know, Dagoff ain't got no shields to recharge or not even recharge, like sharing his carrying, says Captain Sleeves, always generous. We got Blackout and EMP are the 2 abilities he has. 16 damage, 9 range on his missiles. And now let's see. Now the blue side is going to be back at base. Red side is like a little bit hurt. Shelf is going to be in the most hurt thing. Now he's back. And it looks like they're going to try to see what can happen. He's saying a really dangerous situation for me. He has a nuke and Scare Sweep. His missiles, because he went for nuke and Scare Sweep, he valued 400 money very early into this. So his, you know, speed is great, but everything else is a little bit lower than it could be because of the nuke. Now the nuke is great, and if the nuke works, then you know, that's also good. But at certain times, the nuke will either just be like a scare tactic. you really have to get around or close or like cut them off with a pass for the nuke to be super effective. Skull's EP wants to shoot missiles. He wants to do it at 11 range, and Shelf says no, because he has Cloak. Cloak makes you invisible, and when you're invisible, you can't be seen. When you can't be seen, you can't be shot. So, you know, that's where Agamemnus is kind of keeping the scanner sweep handy. The actual effective detection range is very close to him, but you can also see it where they are on the radar. Let's see. Hanslandia moving on up. Hanslandia's got missiles at 102 times 7 at range 11. Xerxes X finding himself in a good position right where everybody is, but they're just also at the cost of finding where everybody is all the time. EMP. Oh, Blackout. Blackout doesn't affect Xerxes X right now because he's in the invulnerability right now. But that's really the only thing that's like saving him. I mean, he has, you know, he has some amount of shields and some amount of lasers and some amount of missiles, but you know, he's an energy-intensive little boy. So he's got you know, the Infernal Lance and the Invulnerability Shield. Kind of relying on that as your the main way of getting close and doing damage. Hanslandia running away. Beast Ball, Sadness. Now, Agamemnus is actually slightly affected by that as well because he's touching it. Reduced attack speed and cooldowns by 50%. Chasing them out there. Let's see. Now when they're scattered, they're a little bit, you know, easier to take out as ships, but you're also more vulnerable when you're alone. Nukes are vulnerable, are useless is the debate, and we're going to find out what the situation is. I think nukes are particular. They're particular. They're great if you know, they're slow ships. They're great if you're in the right position to do them. They're okay at a scare tactic, but you know, they are avoidable. You know, it's not a guarantee. No broods questions, but there are broods. There are broods. He has got the Broodling Strike at 16. Now, when you upgrade your Broodling Strike for your Guardian, you also upgrade them for the you know, Broodling. I want to click that before he dies. There's he goes. See, there's a position for a nuke. Now he has to force Xerxes X to run away. Did that kill him? No. Would it kill him? No. But you know, it does make him go away from combat for quite a while. EMP on a Shelf right there. And now, Xerxes X is like hanging out in the wrong place at the wrong time, and that's going to force the right side to pull up where they are. And Xerxes X is going to use his invulnerability shield. Hey, if Agamemnus wants to use his $400 ability, Xerxes X can use his $400 ability. Moving where the team is. Now there are more of the blue side, but like EMP Blackout on 1, 2, 3 ships right there. That was a perfect EMP Blackout. You got Hanslandia taking a bunch of damage, so he can't shoot back, and Skull's EP is going to keep on chasing. When Agamemnus gets close, he can also do that as well. You got an EMP that's kind of pushing with fire, and then Robert Whistles could possibly take him out. You got 97, you're going to burn down anyone, boom, taken out by Agamemnus, even though Skull's EP did, you know, some of the work right there as well. And Dagoff pressing that spawn breeders and corruptors whenever you possibly can. They are good as siege units, but you know, if you just get them close, they do a little bit more than nothing. So now that they're going to probably die relatively soon, we can click on them. 56 damage, and then the little broodlings. Come on, broodlings! I want them. They're so cute. They do about a third of that, and it looks like you know, they're just going to set up a little bit of a line. They're going to like try to do as much damage to the battle station as possible, even without killing it. It does also increase the damage. It makes it more ouchy in this area. That's why they're going into this area. The red side said, no, we're not going to take damage like that. We're going to just move on around. If Xerxes X gets close, if we keep on using his thermal lance, that's 600 energy. But EMP does take away 200 of that. It's not upgraded just yet. 200 of that. Shelf warping in. Shelf using the charge right now. And Dagoff taking a whole bunch of damage. 4,000 with missiles right there. And Nuke hits a void ray. Nuke hits the void ray, which takes him, which basically kills him. And then Dagoff does get taken out by Xerxes X. Xerxes X is all alone. And he actually, if he could make it back with an vulnerability shield, he could make it back to base. Come on, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Press the button. No, press the end. Oh, he couldn't. He could not quite do it, and that's going to be a good game. Hope you guys enjoyed this. The Maffuman. Make sure you guys send your replays to MaffumanCasting at gmail.com. Press like, press subscribe. Videos StarCraft Star Battle all the time. Alright, this is going to be the second cast for today. This is going to be AFK Warp? Because the first one was good, but super quick. Hello everyone, this is MaffumanCasting. Coming to StarcraftII. We got 6-on-6 ship-building action game starring Nighthawk. Nighthawk coming in on in. He's got, to figure out what he wants. Trom coming on in. Trom 1.71 speed. He's got particle disruptors at 2, which is unusual. Usually as the carrier, we're going to want some interceptors. We're going to go funky today. We're going to go for some, not interceptors. Milad gonna come on in. He's got that 2 upgrades on his phase, which upgrades as well. Nighthawk did decide what he wants. He wants missile pods. He wants missile pods. We got Thor's here coming on in with 4 lasers. We got Minion as well back there. 4 rates. Okay, so nobody went for like a reasonable build, so we're gonna find out what actually does happen. We got Marazul coming on in. He's got 1.71 speed and range and nothing else. EMP from Spooner. When you see a Raven coming on in, you're like, you're probably gonna do something fun to me. And Tron is gonna run away. He's got interceptors are kind of the bread and butter of the carrier builds. So it's not that like, you can't farm with 2-shot farming, and it's not that it's bad to be at 1.71 speed. Nor is it really bad to be like 2-shot farming with phase disruptors, particle disruptors. But in general, it's just not like. It's not the main attraction here. We really want to interceptor farm as much as possible. And Minion is in a terrible position. He's very close to base. So, like, he's surrounded, but he's actually safe-ish, as safe as possible. Bad Star Habit, Agamemnus, Marazul. We got a BC party right tonight. All right. We're going to have 1.71 speed from Bad Star Habit. We're going to have Marazul coming on 1.71 speed. Again, the range. Agamemnus has... 7.1 speed is popular. So basically it's just like the 2 or so upgrades on speed plus some range. It's pretty standard for battle cruisers. Battle cruisers are kind of like extremely versatile ships. They can either go for a lot of different options. So in the very beginning, they don't usually choose an ability. Like you could choose something, but you don't have to. Unlike Spooner, who is sort of a damage, is sort of like a healer, so he usually will go for the EMP Shockwave to be, helpful with that ability. Jack decides to go for Plague again. The support ships usually do that type of dawns. We got Michael the farming Leviathan right there. Nighthawk is going to figure out that he has to actually move to use that 1.71 speed most effectively. Milad going to try to farm. Now he went for a farming build, but at the present moment, there's basically been no time to break out of the shell to farm. Captain Slee's going to move on in. He's got that blink, so he's a little bit safer once he has 50 energy. He only has about 250 potential, so he's going to get 50 relatively slowly. Tarom going to, be shot over here. And, Minion's going to try to stay around. This is the blue side's build to, keep them at base, which is not, the least unexpected thing. They've got a Jack who has Plague. Plague's super helpful to people at base. We got, EMP is also super helpful. But the red side isn't necessarily, super behind either. They're at 600, if they can make a break for it, they will make some difference right there. Plus they got 2 Void Rays, right? Yeah, 2 Void Rays, and one of them's solo farming. One of them's solo farming back here, Captain Sleaze. Which, hey, it will actually help him be really powerful. However, if he gets caught off guard, which the Overlord is finding him, we do want to keep an eye on this battle over here, but we're going to see if they can rally the troops around them. It looks like Michael's doing the right thing, launching his I want to call them interceptors, whatever, they're locusts. Because the locusts will be able to catch the Void Ray. But Spooner, Michael in the right position, gonna be right there. However, there was 2 Void Rays on him, so wait a second, now he's in trouble, even though Agamemnus is sort of behind him as well. It's kind of a question of whether these Void Rays can be protected. And they're both high damage dealers, but not very, health-delicious. They can't take damage, is what I'm trying to say. 1.82 speed from Minion. He loves to be, relatively close to combat. And it looks like now the red side is in their position where they can start, farming back. Blue side's piecemeal retreating, not everybody all in one line. It's not nice, Revolutionary War style forward and backwards. They're just kind of just you go ahead, and then you go ahead, and then Plague's going to be used. And Plague and Siphon are here, relatively common Overlord abilities. They're so helpful. I can forgive not having the most amount of health or other other upgrades, because really the Energy Blast and Bio Discharge are pretty forgettable. They really shouldn't be. You should get some Energy Blast, but Mutalisks, if they exist, are, you know, pretty good for farming as well. So Plague hitting Thor is here. No BC so far probably has the insurance policy. They don't have the fire suppression system or bio steel. So right now that Plague is doing full damage and staying at full damage. Thor is here trying to take out the Tempest. Now he will eventually, obviously, but he'll take a couple extra shots in the meantime. Jack, hey, there he is. Energy Blast in, like, you know, 5. Minion taking a whole bunch of damage. We got on, you know, Marazul coming on the inside. He has a nuke. Marazul with a nuke. And he's also just shooting down with regular missiles. And Minion, he should be going back to base, but he kind of couldn't because there were just so many people on the side. He should actually stay within the gas, but he can't. He's going to try to run around. He has enough health. And it's really, if Marazul wants to commit to try to take out Minion, Minion is going to try to hide in the gas as much as possible. Marazul is going to launch a nuke at Nighthawk and then continue his relentless attack on both Nighthawk, taking a whole bunch of damage. But we're going to watch Minion right now. Minion is taken out by Marazul. We're going to see if Nighthawk takes it back. He does not. But unless Jack launches like a Plague at him and something like that, if Jack does, yes he does, he's going to keep on burning him down. We're going to see he have 1,500 life, about 1,200, and it's going down quickly, but he might just make it back to base, just barely with like 500 left. There we go. And now, like, Milad's like, wait a second, I'm a Void Ray, I'm here for damage, not for taking damage. We got, Michael decided to go for the, 2 abilities right there. That's actually, like, monstrously good at this point, because, Leviathan, BCs have the ability to get lockdown and drain energy, but it doesn't work against, Leviathans. Void Rays can upgrade prismatic alignment, what is it called? That's $400 in an ability. That's like the last thing they get usually, not the first thing. So for a while, his energy is going to be pretty uncontested right now. The only thing that can drain his energy is just pressing the buttons to use his abilities, which is kind of like how it works. That's what energy abilities need. We got you know, Bastar having Marazul. Marazul just laying some smackdown. He you know, really pursued him and then launched the nuke at the other guy. Nukes are very positional. It's kind of like, you know, when you use it is the important part. EMP draining on Tarum. Now, Tarum has scouts. Oh no. Okay, so I happen to love scouts. I think they're like the coolest looking ability in the game, but they're not the most loved. I think I'll make the argument that 1, 2, 3 super interceptors can be helpful. Plus, they're completely free of energy, so his energy is not affected. He doesn't need it. So I look at it like the worst that could possibly happen is you like have a couple of extra scouts that like, or a couple of extra interceptors that are like okay. Nuke is going to possibly hit him in the base. Nope. Captain Sleaze, really like, you know, juking around Bastar Habit. The Bastar Habit's like, oh, I'll be here. That's fine. The rest of the team's like, I'm going to be here as well. Now he has Blink, but it's on a cooldown. He has energy. But can't use it. He's got drains. He's got his energy drained right now. He's going to have to press the button to get away from them. But, you know, will the blue side be able to catch him where he is? If they launch interceptors, they probably can catch him while he's in the gas. There's an idea of going back to base, but if they pursued him, they possibly could be taking him out more. Jack deciding that no, he wants to take out that Void Ray, but he can't by himself. Michael by himself is like, you know, he's alone, and you know, he just doesn't have the energy to support any more rapid regeneration. Thor is here taking a whole bunch of damage. Michael wants to be close, he is being close, but you know, is by himself. Agamemnus coming on in, got the missiles to support Nighthawk. Launching missile pods, which are more like an area of effect attack, not really for like capital ships, but more for interceptors. And Michael is going to stay in the area. 1,700 health in total is really helpful there. He's super tanky. And will they commit to taking out Nighthawk? They possibly could. We're going to keep an eye on him. We've got 3,000 life left. Where's the pings from the red side? Where's the pings from the red side, guys? Oh no, we got Nighthawk and Thor is here being attacked, and everybody just warping in as they go along, and no, there we go, there's Thor's now, there's No, Thor's actually survived. Oh, now he's taken out. There we go. Nighthawk has been taken out, but now Thor's here, and I think Milad's just like, I don't think I can do this. Now we got a 2 versus 6 scenario with Tarim, the lone surviving carrier, probably because he has scouts. Scouts are awesome. And we're going to see what Captain Sleaze does. Tarim says pros, obviously. But it looks like Captain Sleaze is going to go for the I'm just going to, like, not attack thing. And nuke! Marazul! Hit him with the nuke. There we go. And it looks like that, you know, that's just a little bit of an RQ right there. But now it's just coming down to the carrier. The carrier from Tarim is still alive. You know, he's not moving, ain't pressing no buttons. And I think that's going to be about it, actually. I'm not sure if Tarim is AFK or, you know, what he's doing right there. But it looks like everybody's out pretty good. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is MaffuMan. Press like, press subscribe. We're doing StarCraft Star Battle all the time. And make sure you send your replays to MaffumanCasting at gmail.com to watch your games here.